happening, guys? Card Blackout's get here. It's been a long time since I've done a video from driving from my destination. Today we're going to be doing this live. I got a graphics card and it's a Dell OEM blower style, so it's about to be loud, and everything looks solid. The plastic seems a little squishy. He's verified with me that that it does work. It just says GeForce RTX. He kept saying 2080, but the listing said 2080 Ti. So that's one of the things we'll test on that. If it's a 2080 Ti, I've gotten this for $140. I did drive 45 minutes for this, so it's going to be. It's not that much. It's not expensive. If this is a 2080 Ti, I got a pretty good deal. Even if it's not a 2080 Ti, I'd say $140 for this. Not bad. I wish it came with a box, but obviously Dell OEM, so it has no box. It's got some pretty cool connectors on it. It's got 5 cables coming out of it. 3 display ports, 1 HDMI, and a Type-C. So that's pretty cool. You don't see that very often on graphics cards, having a Type-C port, and whenever you do, it's pretty sweet. Especially for headsets and stuff like that. It's pretty dope. So we'll be testing the 2080 Ti, and then once it's fully been ran through, if it is a 2080 Ti, if it's not, I have a 2060 in my streaming computer. I'm gonna upgrade it to this one, whether it's 2080 or 2080 Ti, and my streaming computer for some better transcoding and some more VRAM for when I do video editing and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be good. And we'll see how the temps are. If they're pretty bad after everything is said and done, we'll do another, we'll thermal paste it and see if there's a difference between the temps. So that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in about an hour, and just to test to see if the card's working. All right, so it is running, and it is in fact a 2080 Ti. The 2080 Ti is still getting driver support. The 1080 Ti stopped, I think, this year or is about to stop. So it's good to see NVIDIA is doing at least something right. All right, today, guys, we're going to be playing on the legendary 2080 Ti. We're going to be looking at the specs of the system here. We just updated our system, or we're about to. We're going to go through the specs here totally. And let's take a look. So we have the Ryzen 5 7600X 3D, 32 gigs of DDR5, 6400, and there's 32 gigs. 2080 Ti is the GPU. Let's get right into it after we do a reset, of course. After all the updating, as per usual, we'll be doing 4K, 1440, and 1080p gaming, all in one little stretch. I've never done a lot of 4K gaming before, but I got a new 4K monitor, so we're going to test it out, see how it performs. All right, damn, this is loading real fast. And we can use DLSS with this 2080 Ti. Wow, this might be the greatest graphics card ever. We may be making a terrible mistake with this idea. This game may give us the run for our money. So we're using DLSS with the quality preset transformer model, because it can use DLSS 4, theoretically. And we're on high settings, static RTX global illumination. But wow, even this is running at over 80 to 100 FPS in certain spots. I mean, I'm kind of impressed with the 4K. I mean, 60 FPS is not great for a shooter, but considering that we're running it at high settings,
And again, this has 11 gigs of VRAM, 12. I can't remember. I can look it up later. Oh, this game looks actually like insanely good compared to. I am running a different CPU though, also. Let's loot in here. We have 83 degrees. It's relatively quiet. I mean, it's pretty far over in the room, and it's an open air system. 83 FPS or 83 degrees is not cool in the latest fashion, but I mean, again, we're getting 100 FPS. Honestly, the 1440p results were pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with even the 4K results, to be honest, but you know, to each their own. All right, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna go here. We're at 4K, and we are vertical sync off. We're gonna go in and just so we can make sure we're getting optimal performance, we are on DLSS. We are gonna go on quality. What are we going? Yeah, we're going quality. We'll go on quality. So that's good. Okay, my settings. Oh, double kill! No! He's on top of the fucking roof! He's on top of the globe! 1440p, we're already getting 80.
Good find. I'll put those bolt cutters to work.
Already looking good. Much better.
Got a mission objective
I
over
need
there.
to
Let's
figure
move.
out how to use the utilization figures. It says that 70% is the fan speed. It's not, honestly, for 70%, it's not that heavy, it's not that loud. As much as I want it to be gone, it's not that bad.
This weapons cache is all yours. Take what you need.
We're playing at
Jumping onto your
1440p.
position. That's a good grab on that intel case.
Let's see how we do.
I don't like the look of this. Make our way to that point. That area doesn't look good.
That was good.
Heads up. Check your map for new missions.
Usage working. GPU 100%. All right, 4K, high settings. No DLSS to save us this time. Still GPU heavy, but also CPU dependent as well. Holy shit. Ultra. You know what? We'll do Ultra and DLSS, Transformer, Quality, and apply. So we got 38 FPS on average at 4K high settings with DLSS on quality mode. Now it's time to do the same thing again, but this time at 1440p. So it looks like we got 75 FPS, we'll say 76 FPS on average on that one. 1440p high with DLSS on quality. Now it's time to go to 1080p, and then let's move on to the next game.
Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trust this group on Night City, only on NFD warnings.
All right, 1080p, we got 115 FPS. 1080p, DLSS on quality. Let's go to our next game, which is going to be Marvel Rivals. All right, we're on Gunnar Rivals. And we're going to start off with the 1440p. Full screen, 1440p, DLSS quality. And we're going to run high settings. Apply. And now we just got to wait for the shaders, then we can run the benchmark.
Supernova! Goddess!
Speed is everything. I outnumber you.
Take this!
This is real firepower!
Alright, so at 4K, we only got 51 FPS on average. Not great, but honestly, could be worse. Use a lot of.
In front of enemy assistance. Board again!
All right, 1440p, we got 72 FPS on average, low of 54, but honestly, performed excellent. Now, the most boring of all, 1080p, although it's still highly played on games like esports. So let's take a look. 1080p, let's do it.
This is real firepower!
All right, 1080p only got 88 FPS on average. We had some highs. We had 120 at one point, but still abysmal. But it's not bad. We could lower the setting, and we're at 1440p. We're gonna go to high settings, and we're good to go. Let's do it. Whew, about died. And I'm dead. Go to graphics, 4K, VSync disabled, triple buffering disabled. We're just gonna run everything on high. We're gonna leave everything on 4 time, but everything will be turned on high settings. DLSS we're gonna leave on quality, just like everything else we've done. 1440p. We got 74 FPS on average. 192 is a max. 14 minimum. Not too damn bad. Let's go ahead and do 1440 and keep on going down the settings. Right, 1440p. Weird minimums in the middle of that run. It just kind of blanked out there, but still 110 FPS on average. 138 is maximum. Let's go ahead and go to 1080p. Let's go on to the next one.
Leave me alone.
A 22 FPS minimum, 191 max, and a 136 average. Really good results for this old card that seems to be quite a beast. Rainbow Six Siege. We are on Ultra. Ultra preset. Gonna be at 4K. Let's run the benchmark. All right, at 1440p or 4K, sorry, at 4K we got 97 FPS on average, minimum 78, max 125. Not a great start, but we had a 62 degrees FPS or GPU average, 56% utilized using 5 gigs. All right, we got 175 FPS on 1440p, 132 FPS minimum, 229 max, 67 degrees on this point. Let's go to 1080p. We got 248 FPS on average. Max was 321, minimum 158. CPU is obviously increased, and we got 67 degrees on the GPU. All right, here we are at Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. We are finally here on our last game on the list. I have high hopes. I think this will be a pretty sick game. Oh, or it's just dead. High DLSS quality. You know what? We're going to leave it on native. No, we'll do quality.
Lay waste to them, brothers.
So here it is, the 2080 Ti. This is one of the more legendary graphics cards, and honestly, puts up a pretty good competingness for the price that I got it. On eBay, they're roughly going for about 200, 250 bucks. So is it really worth 11 gigs of VRAM and getting some good performance out of an older card? And I would say yes. If you're trying to go for that 1440p, 1080p, even 4K, this card did not let me down one time. Of course, I'm using the latest Ryzen processor with 32 gigs of RAM. So if you guys want me to benchmark a different this graphics card on a different system for a specific game or one of the games, let me know, and I can tell you the difference down in the comment section below. But honestly, super impressed by this 2080 Ti and super happy to have this part of my collection. Like I said, this is probably going to go on my streaming computer. It's currently got a 2060 8 gig in there. So it's going to replace my streaming computer. And this might just stay on the bench. This might not actually be used for video rendering or anything like that, but still a great card. Great. It runs a little hot on the back. It's a little steamy, but it's doing its job correctly. And the VRAM is pretty minimal. All I have to do is crank this to 70 degrees for the blower style, and it actually runs pretty cool, less than 70°C, although it's going to make everything else running next to it very, very hot. It is very, very warm on the back, but everything else stayed nice and cool, including the GPU that's running the game. So if you guys want to see games, like I said, drop your comments down below, and I'll do those for you. Let me know what kind of other graphics card you guys want me to test out. Again, this one's pretty cool. It's got a, three display ports, a Type-C and an HDMI cable. So it can handle up to 5 displays. And it's just it's a beast. I can't say anything else. Compared to other cards that I've tested, 4K or 1440p and all that fun stuff. This seems to be an outright beast. And yeah, so if you guys want me to do anything Ryzen based gaming, testing with the 2080 Ti, or it's maybe some of the other cards that you've seen on my channel, if you guys haven't, check it out. It's more great content coming from that side. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.